My name is Masiello. I'm 17 years old. I was diagnosed at a young age, I think 5 or 6, with manic bipolar. So a lot of my emotions and anger and stuff and things up in my head got in the way of learning a lot. Well, when I was about 5 or 6, I got sexually abused, and over from about my sixth, over till about 6 or 7, that's when things really started to kick in. And then I got diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder too. Kind of got flashbacks and started to come back to me. I was very emotional kid. I had to be hospitalized. Even some nights it was so bad, my mom woke up to I always tried to bang the thoughts out of my head. I guess it's a common thing some kids do. And mom woke up to me bang my head off the wall. Elementary school, nothing too bad, but I had a lot of behavior emotional problems. I was in therapy with a school guidance counselor my whole elementary school and everything. I had a lot of attention deficit problems. I didn't pay attention a lot. I didn't try to goof off. So I just had to have someone there next to me Joe, stop, do this, do this. So my mom, my stepdad fought a lot, and there's never any hands-on, but it's really heated arguments, yelling, screaming. And I was young when that started. I would go to school very sad and upset the next morning, and teachers wondered what's wrong, and I wouldn't tell them, and sometimes I'd act out. But I think if I had just told them, listen, my mom and my stepdad got in a fight last night, I'm still kind of scared over it. It shook me up a little bit. Can I just sit it out for this class, and maybe next class I can do something. My dad was always kind of, I guess, just there, but he was never there, He's never been emotionally involved in our lives. Especially mine. That's why growing up, even now, my whole life, I ask when I get another counselor, I prefer it to be female, because I don't know what it is or why, but I tend to open up to female teachers, or even any teachers, staff, counselors, anything. I open up to them a lot better and a lot quicker than I do to males, and I have a really bad trust issue trusting males. So I think if the school had some sort of check connect thing, and every day or during the day someone check in with me, hey, how you been, man? Is day going good? How's your day going? How's school going today? And kind of and put on the table if anything is bothering you can tell me, that kind of thing. I think if I had a close bond with someone like that, there's a program like that, it would have helped me a lot during school, but there hasn't been. And around middle school is when I stopped, I don't know, I guess you could say, showing my emotions wrong. That's when I started turning to drugs a lot, and I just felt kind of empty inside. Towards about 6th, 7th grade, everyone was smoking weed. I want to see what it was about. That's how I started, with smoking weed. People always told me it's a gateway drug, but I never really took it seriously, but it was. I got in a lot of fights and everything. Got caught with drugs once. Definitely a lot of suspensions, so didn't do too good. Every little thing I did there was suspend me, kind of a zero tolerance type thing. And then towards about 15, I was introduced to intravenous use. I started shooting up a lot. I started OxyContin. I shoot anywhere on a daily basis, anywhere from morphine, fentanyl, anything you could shoot that was good, pretty much. And then that's when my life kind of took a big turn and kind of just crumpled. All I cared about was the drugs. So very F school. Why do good in school? There's no need for it. I'm not going to college anyways. All my teen years of high school has been alternative schools, or schooling here, or some sort of placement school or something like that for me, in placement and stuff. So I definitely lost out on normal education and being mixed in with normal kids, and I don't know, it's kind of sucked. So I think if I were to go back to normal schools, I would have a difficult time because I wouldn't know what to do with myself. If I was put in a normal teen's life right now that had a job, got responsible for his own schoolwork, responsible for everything in his own life, I would be completely lost. I think there's a lot of underlying like emotional pain and like, I don't know, like emptiness. And I think that my way of soothing that and my way of dealing with that has been drugs. I definitely think a big part of my acting out violently and my drugs has been underlying issues of the abuse, definitely. This past year especially, my drug use has been to the next level. Shooting up every day, like 3-4 times a day. It's been a lot, and it kind of tore my family apart because they knew what was happening, but they couldn't do much about it. I knew I could very well die with the drug use and everything, but it's almost like I didn't care because I figured what would I have to live for anyways. I figured whether I'm dead or alive, doesn't affect me. There's no difference to me. I have older brothers that like look up to me and care about me and everything. They're still at a very young, like influential age, and I don't want them to go on like. Since I was 13, they've gone on without an older brother, you know, that cares about them. And my mom cares about me so much, and I love more than anything in this world, and it hurts her a lot when I come back here. And that's all I think about every day I go to sleep and every like morning I wake up, like how bad I'm hurting my family by doing this, and what I can do to change that or make it better. My mom always, even though she never gave up. She said, "You're my son, I love you so much, and you can amount to something better than this. You don't have to do this with your life." And she's like, "I know you hurt inside, I get it, trust me, but you can do better than this for yourself. You can do whatever you want to do, just put down the needle and just start doing something with your life." Sometimes I think, well, it's gonna be like this forever, there's no hope, but I don't know, for some reason, there's always like a little light I can see at the end of the tunnel. And I was like, okay, I'll keep going, just to see if I can get better. And now my mom intervened. She called my PO about my drug use, and she had me arrested and everything, which when I got back here this time, right when I got back here, I was going through a detox and everything, but I asked to call her, and I called her and thanked her for calling the cops on me, because I think if she could get another month of me being on the streets doing drugs, I would have been gone. So, and me and my mom I've had a lot of family counseling with Brian Bedard, our treatment coordinator, and my mom, my dad talking about those things and them getting things from my perspectives and me hearing them from their perspectives. A lot of opening up to each other, and me and my dad have grown so much closer. I want to myself to see that I can amount to something instead of just a junkie on the streets. I can be structured. I can do anything I want, put my mind to. I'm looking forward to what getting out of here is going to bring me.